Dallas only for 4 games all year. But here you are, like number 3 offense, whatever. What does that say about just the way you guys have played on offense and everyone else?
I think collectively we've been doing a good job, despite who's been in the lineup. You got guys behind them. Grant, CJ, man, those guys gonna step in that role and fill that role without any doubt. They're gonna do their thing. But I think it's just credit to the offense, to the coaches, just kind of putting us in great positions for us to win.
For the next 5 at home, how much are you looking forward to the fan support and the home cook and that down the stretch?
Man, that's cool. It's real cool, man, because, the last 4 to 5, man, we are at the crib and you don't got to go too far. Even the game we got to go is right down the street. Your family can come to that one, So, yeah.
Why do the backups on this team always play so well?
I'm sorry?
The backups, the guys forced into maybe unexpected action, non-starters, always seem to play well.
Like, name somebody.
Well, I mean, right down the line, like Big Fred, Tristan the other day, Isaiah, Grant. I mean, Tyler started the game. Everybody's.
I think you looking who's in front of them, and that's going to speak volume, and just what they bring to the table, and then especially the O-line room, man. That whole room is great, But just credit just to the team and the players in front of them. They're working hard and teaching, and you have no choice but to learn, and so.
Is it on our side or the other side, on the player side of you? Look at last year compared to this year, this very time. It was 10-1 last year, doing well this year. Do you think there's a difference? Does it feel different to you?
Yeah, I don't know. Next question. yeah, I don't know.
I didn't mean to put this.
No worries.
All good.
I don't know. Next question.
Following up on Rube's question about the backups and everything. I mean, even at the receiver position, it seems like you all really are into blocking and doing as much as possible. Where does that come from?
Just playing for your teammate. Doing the things that you're supposed to do. Checking your box, as Jalen says all the time. Whether that's blocking or catching passes, that's our job. So.
Yeah, I mean, like Nick was mentioning, blocks like Harris and Saquon for his touchdown and everything. I mean, what's that like for you guys watching that?
It's good to see, man. I know it's not the highlight play that we all probably want, but it's still good just to see that happen and put your teammate in the best situation. And he scored off of it, so so that's big.
Devontae's been working back into practice. I know he was listed yesterday as a full participant, but it was a walkthrough. How good is it just to have him around more involved in practices as he works back from his injury?
Yeah, man, I miss Smitty a lot, man. I can't wait for him to be out there. He does a lot, man. He does a lot. He's basically our signal caller. When we come in the huddle, we go to him, and just his play. His presence. His presence will be felt when he gets back on the field. So I'm excited for him. Excited. I know the team is excited to have him back too.
What kind of growth have you seen in Jalen's game this year?
I think he's just been kind of just taking what they give him. Not doing too much. I think just playing the game how they play it.
And the connection that you guys have, even if it's 8 targets in the game, seems like it's 7, 8 receptions that are happening on a pretty consistent basis. What has gone into that's allowed that to take off?
I think it's just me trying to maximize every opportunity and make the most of it. It's as simple as that. So.
I think your targets are down 30 from this time last year. How do you navigate that personally?
You guys are on it today.
What's that?
You own it today. It's the second week. Y'all asked me something like that, but I'm cool. Like I said, I'm just trying to maximize my opportunities as best as I can, and make plays when the ball is coming to me. So.
NFL team coming in here Sunday. You don't take anything lightly, do you?
I'm sorry?
Another NFL team coming in here.
Oh, for sure. You can't take anything lightly. We can look back on last year. We lost to Arizona. They weren't doing too good last year, and we lost. But you treat everybody the same. You prepare the same. You put in the work the same. So we're not taking nobody lightly.
Going back to just being at the crib for the next 5. How much does you're always intense, whether you're home or away, but how much extra juice does having the home fans behind you give you guys, especially this Philadelphia crowd, which is kind of known for being intense?
Yeah, it definitely gives us momentum, man. Just being at the crib, making plays, because when I'm on the road, man, I don't hear nobody. That's how I locked in. But I'm at home, I definitely hear our fans. They make a big difference, especially on defense. And for offense, they give us energy. They get us going. So I'm excited. I'm excited for the fan base. Come support. Like I know they will, and we'll try to do our best to get the win.
Speaking of being locked in, is it still too early to kind of be looking kind of at the standings at this point going into the playoffs, seeing how things play out, if you can get home games or whatnot? Is too early to start looking at that stuff?
Absolutely. The only home games we got right now is the 4 coming up. That's the only thing we need to worry about, and we focus on Carolina, and we let all that take care of itself. We just try to just keep doing what we're doing, put our head down, and just go to work, and let the chips fall where they may.
AJ, you've always had Nick's back whenever he's been criticized. Now it seems like he's starting to get a little more recognition nationally. Yeah. Just curious what it means for you and the job he's done this year, despite all the criticism early.
That's kind of how it goes. That's why you shouldn't sweat the criticism, and honestly, you shouldn't sweat the praise either. And that's the message that he gives us all the time, man. But he's the same person. Regardless of if the outside noise didn't like him. He's still the same person now, while everything is going good, So he's been doing a great job leading his team. And so.
How do you feel like he has elevated your game kind of personally?
Brings the intensity, man. He motivates me to be a better pass rusher. And, he splits double teams like it's nothing. He's just got that type of energy. But, I feel like, man, when everybody's on 10, playing as the defense, it's very hard to stop it. We have fun out there. Jalen makes a play, Coop makes a play, Quinyon makes a play. It doesn't matter. Like, on defense, it don't matter who makes the play. Everybody's turning up. Everybody's happy for him. And I think that's just one of the things that, we can feed off each other in that way. But, he's playing lights out, so we're excited. Definitely excited for that.
What's it like to see him kind of get held all the time, to get all those double teams? Like, from your perspective, what's that been like?
It's crazy. It's definitely crazy. I'm usually the one that expect to get double teamed on the run plays, but just see him get double team. I mean, he's a threat. And teams are starting to pick up on that. They're not going to let him rush free. They're going to definitely put 4 hands on him. And he answered that call. He answered the bell. So, I mean, when it's time for him to go, he's just – but, unfortunately, we got to leave it up to the rest. But, I mean, he's still going to rush regardless. So it doesn't matter if you got all hands on him. So I'm not worried about that.
On the flip side of that, Milton Williams is getting a lot of one-on-ones and he's winning them. How important is it that he continue on that positive trajectory?
Definitely, because it's going to get to a point in time where they're going to start sliding the milk, and it's going to leave him. You got to choose one. You got to choose which one you're going to slide to. So definitely it's an advantage for our defense. I just love seeing Milt and Jalen eat, man. Those are my guys, especially when you play with those guys. Like, as much long as I play with Jalen and as long as I play with Milt, to see them really get recognition and really ball out, really have joy in this game and really feel it. And, like, you can see it with the celebrations, man. When Milton gets that sack, he gets there, he's just – I wouldn't want to be in that bottom end of him swinging his arm. But, like, man, just I just love seeing that. That keeps us going. And it's exciting. It's fun to play. It's fun to play like this. Win, lose, or draw. When the guys are over there eating, man, it's the thing.